Hello and welcome to Go Download It. Today we are joined by Magarita.
Hello.
And Daniel.
Hi.
Roll them cheeses. Okay, Magarita, what's the first game today?
Okay, my first game is called Skyward.
Skyward?
Skyward.
Is it wood in the sky?
No.
No?
Like Skyward or Skyward?
Like Skyward,
towards
the
the
sky.
sky. Ah, okay, right, yeah.
Right,
Not
okay.
Skyward.
No, it's like wood from the sky. It's going to the sky.
See.
But yeah, basically you just get given like a little tool structure and you're like a dot and it rotates around certain platforms. You have to tap the screen in time for it to go on to the next square.
Oh,
Okay.
right.
So you have to kind of travel up these structures without falling off.
Right,
Because if you
okay.
tap it at the wrong time, it was just going to be like... it makes a really obnoxious noise and it's like, you died.
Oh,
Here's how far you
noises.
got. It's one of those. Like,
Yeah, obnoxious noises.
it kind of goes, boom.
Oh, it's just teasing, isn't it? It's like, oh no, you got the noise, you have to do it again now.
And like sometimes you think it's in the right place and you have it, and it goes, boom. I'm like, why is that wrong? But I think the first I've got is about 27 along, which is
Okay.
it's not too bad.
it's not
That's
too
pretty
bad.
good.
Yeah.
And it's really simple. It's really nice. It's all kind of blocky. Like,
It's very blocky.
yeah, blocky. Yeah.
well, you know, it's all made like
Not
square.
smooth, it's blocky.
Yeah.
Blocky, yeah.
I understand.
And it's all like really bright colours and like soothing music in the background, which can be slightly
nice.
annoying after a while because you know
Just like your game last week, just turn it off.
Yeah, yeah.
you
Just
can
don't
turn off,
listen.
But I quite like it myself.
Yeah?
It's quite nice.
Okay,
It's not quite lift music. It's,
Oh,
No.
good. Yeah,
it's
see,
more
that's the
those
worst.
like
yeah.
Upbeat.
bands in the street who sell CDs music.
Oh, okay, yeah. fair
It's kind of
enough,
like
yeah.
that. It's just a step up from lift music.
Bit of culture, nice.
But yeah, it's
Not
really
London
fun.
culture though.
No, no, no.
Oh no! And the structures that come up change every time, so you're never always going on the same path. And
Yeah.
sometimes you have to go along flat planes, sometimes you go up walls.
Oh.
You just have to try and get to the top, basically.
Okay.
If you get to the top, you win.
Okay.
And you go on to the next one.
Reward system sort of thing. Like, do you get stars or is it just you won?
It's just,
Next.
it's more like a high score. It's like how
Oh.
many taps you did, like
So it counts like by how many?
how many squares you've gone.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So, yeah, like I think the first time I did it, I died instantly. Because
Yeah.
I was like, how do I do it? Because it's quite hard to get the hang of at first because you think, there's no more instructions to it. And you think, how am I supposed to get... And then you realise, I have to get on the other next
No, but I do kind of like games like that, actually. Like, not
Yeah.
really complicated games that just don't tell you anything about what's going on. But, like, a little simple game, and it's like, no, you figure it out. And then you just kind of have to press things until
Yeah.
things work. And then you're like,
Yeah.
I did it! You know?
If you're so stuck, you just don't get any time to draw or anything. You're just there. You just sod
Yeah.
it.
But it's not so hard that you don't know what you're
Great
doing, kind of thing. Like, yeah, you know what you're doing.
What
So.
sort of colour scheme is it?
It's kind of like a nice blue background, you know.
Yeah.
The actual structure's like a nice like burnt orange.
Ooh.
Burnt orange,
Burnt
not just orange.
orange.
Burnt orange.
Burnt
I like
orange,
it.
yeah.
It's like the Pirate Man.
Yeah, with the tea bag, just to make
You
it
just
all
rub
big
it
old
over
old
the tea-
looking, you know?
Pour some coffee on
No,
it or
don't
something.
put coffee
Good
on
old
tea
times.
bags
No.
on your phones.
Oh, your phones. Oh, no, I
Yeah.
think meant paper. I was like, no, don't do that to your phones. then.
No phones.
No phones. But yeah.
Phones. I don't.
Because it's a phone game. This is what we do on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Have you
Review
only just
phone
realised the
tablet
point of
games.
this show?
And I'm back.
Welcome to GDI.
Good morning. Yes, how are you doing?
Today we're joined by.
I'm not Daniel.
I know. So I'm so used to going Daniel and Margarita.
I almost said hi when you said, and no, I have Margarita, and I was like, no.
Huh?
No,
No.
that's not
No,
you.
that's not me.
No. But yeah, and the actual counter's like a different shade of blue, so you can always see where it is
Okay.
according to stuff. And yeah, it's all very nice. Very,
all coloury.
it's aesthetically pleasing.
Oh, good.
If I'm going to put it in some kind of technical terms.
Well, that's one of those colour rules, isn't it? It's like the colour wheel. So orange
Yeah,
and
orange and
blue
blue are
opposite, aren't
opposed-
they? So,
yeah.
yeah. So they
So,
put
yeah.
some thought into it as well.
Yeah,
So it's not
it's
just
always
pretty
nice to
colours.
see some
Yeah.
thought into games. Isn't it?
Okay, this was called
Skyward.
Skyward.
Not
Not
wood.
Sky.
No, as in Skyward.
Skyward.
And it's free, and occasionally adverts do pop up, but you
Okay.
can just exit them, so it's not
Oh,
too bad.
right.
All right, cool. Thank you, Margarita. Okay, Daniel, what's your first game today?
Okay, my first game is called Blek.
Blek.
Blek?
How is that?
B-L-E-K. Blek.
You read my mind. I was going to ask how is that spelled.
Yeah, I knew it was coming. B-L-E-K. Blek.
You knew it was
Blek.
something you had to explain.
Yeah, automatically just Blek, because that could come out very wrong and strange. But yeah, it's a relatively new game by a studio called Kunabi Brother.
Kunabi.
Kunabi. And yeah, Danon, Kunabi Brother. when we can get
That
her to do
wasn't
that.
supposed to come out. I'm sorry.
Try and cut it out. It's just fine.
You probably won't.
Definitely not. So yeah, Kanabi brother Blek. What I have written here is it's devilishly simple. That's the word I've got written down. Devilishly simple.
Oh,
Devilishly simple, yeah.
I say, dear, I say.
I'm gonna drink my tea. Devilishly.
That's how simple it is. Yep. Just
I'm
like
going to tell you the
that.
posh English people.
Yep. Yeah, it really is like shockingly simple. It's so on each level you've got these coloured dots, varying amount per level, and sometimes you also have black dots. So the aim of the game is to hit all of the coloured dots, and then none of the black dots. If you hit a black dot, you have to restart.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. So the way you play is you kind of draw a line on the screen, and it doesn't have to be a straight line, like it'll follow like wherever your finger draws, but you can't just keep drawing lines all over the place. But you draw a line and it'll kind of move following the curve that you've drawn.
Ooh.
Yeah,
That
it looks
sounds
really,
fun.
really cool when you see it. Like you kind of like drag a line and it'll just kind of like bounce along the screen. Yeah. And there's walls at either side of the screen that it'll reflect off, but if it gets to the top or bottom, it'll move off. But yeah, so you've basically got to try and just, with one finger, draw that line and get it to bounce around the entire level enough to collect.
God, I can imagine that getting
It is a real nightmare
I
at
can,
times.
tell,
It
I can
really
imagine what
is.
level 30 looks like.
Yeah. Actually,
dot top in the left, dot top
yeah.
right.
just
Camera
black
cross.
dots everywhere with one tiny one in the middle on like some zigzaggy line
could
that
you
you got.
imagine?
Yeah.
That's, I would not be surprised if I'm honest.
How many levels are there?
There are in total 60 levels, so it's quite, you said
Ooh,
30.
that's a 30.
Yeah, you said
What was
30. It's
60
double
like?
that. Yeah. But probably one of the most annoying things is there's it has achievements. Certainly on iOS.
I would be a bit like obsessed with that and try and get them all.
Well, listen.
Oh.
So I told you there's 60 levels. One of the achievements, the final achievement, is to complete all 60 levels without making a single error. Yeah.
I'm not so obsessed with achievements anymore.
Yeah, exactly. All 60 levels without
That
a
is
single error. So you
ridiculous.
have to learn every single level perfectly and know which exact line to draw
I would have to.
at which exact point. There's
Oh
no
my
other
God.
way. No one can possibly. And if
I mean,
you say
I'm
you've
sure
done it,
there's
you're a
some, yeah.
liar. I'm sorry, but that's just ridiculous.
I mean, I'm sure if you go through them like 100 times each, you'll know
Well, yeah,
exactly
I'm
how.
sure.
but
Yeah, you can probably. Oh man, who's
that
going
is-
to do that?
That is ridiculous.
I'm not,
That
for
is-
sure.
It was made so you don't get all the achievements,
exactly.
basically.
Just made to annoy me, I think.
Thank you, Kunabi Brothers.
It's like an odd number on your achievement score.
Yeah, exactly. And then it's just
I
that
have no
one.
more games to play.
Yeah. Yeah, every game in the world has run out, and now all I have to do is get that last achievement. I just know, not going to happen even then. But it's the whole thing is really simple, like even the art style of it, because it literally is just dots everywhere, and there's the line you draw. I think it was described as Bauhaus style, if that means anything to anyone.
It means nothing to me.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay, good. At least someone knows.
Yeah.
It just means it's like really economical. Like there's nothing on screen that doesn't need to be there.
Oh, I see.
So when you load up the game, there isn't even like a title screen.
Oh, okay.
It just puts you straight into the
Just
game.
boom, next level.
The UI is there's two arrows, a left and a right arrow at the bottom of the screen that you can go back or forward levels if you want to replay ones or whatever.
See, I like that. That's nice. You know,
That's
just get
it.
straight in.
And there's no music. It's just what what you see is what you get. There are sound effects.
Oh.
Yeah, that are really cool. My favourite ones are where you hit the if you hit into the black dots. Do you want to? I tell you what, I'm going to get you both to try and. I've actually written it out how I think it sounds. but I wanna, what do you reckon? How would you?
DJ Yo!
Okay.
Listen to me. That's my
Do
new
you want
DJ
to try
name.
again? Give it one. more.
Copyright Margarita, my DJ name.
Yeah, DJ. Yo.
Did you?
Did you? No. Okay. My the way I sort of spelled it was DJY and a bunch of O's and H's, but it's kind of more like like that. Yeah. Well, there's a really low kind of guttural one, which is just kind of like which and I love the noises because they are literally made by a person. It's not like someone's.
Oh.
Yeah, it's literally a guy with a microphone and he's made the sound effects for it, and I just think it's really brilliant.
Nice.
So I actually like losing sometimes because I
Did
get
you
to hear.
What operating system is it on?
It's on iOS and Android.
And costs?
Cost. Here's a slightly weird one. Now
Right.
it costs between $1.79 $1.79 and $1.99 depending on where you get it from.
Fair enough.
It was actually on sale as well last time I checked it, but I don't know how long for.
Right.
So yeah, but it's going to be a max of $1.99.
Okay.
So that's the highest.
All right, brilliant.
Nice.
Thank you, Dan. So, Margarita, what's your second game today?
It's called Crossy Road.
Crossy Road.
That
That sounds amazing already.
And yeah, for once, I have a game that's exactly what it says it is.
Oh my god.
I think I take these titles too literally because every time I hear your titles, always it's like, so it's a Crossing Road game?
Well, this literally
No.
is a Crossy Road game.
Wow.
Okay.
So, yeah, basically, you start off as a little chicken,
Okay.
and you have to swipe the screen and cross the road. Well, there's like lots of roads. There's roads. There's sorry, Mike. There's roads. There's lots of rivers.
Sorry,
there's
viewers.
my bad. Didn't mean to break your eardrums. But yeah. You just basically have to keep swiping to jump along and cross the road as far as you can. And cross as many roads as possible without getting hit by a car or a train or drowning. All that stuff. And you're a chicken. You're a chicken.
How big is the chicken?
Not very.
Oh,
About chicken size.
About chicken size
If
is
you
normally a
ask me.
good shout, yeah.
it's one of the things with feathers.
Actually, it's
Yeah,
slightly
but
bigger than chicken size because it takes up half a car.
Half a car.
So
That's like a dog. That's a big chicken.
It's a fucking what?
Curse words.
Whoops.
So big chicken.
It's like a velocichicken.
Velocichicken.
That's what it should be called.
Velocichicken, yeah.
No, big chicken.
Oh, big chicken. Okay, yeah, rather than Crossy Road.
Or small dog.
Small dog, that's probably a better name for it,
But
considering
you
it's one of
know,
your
Title's
games.
misleading,
Yeah.
So it might as well be called small dog.
Small dog that doesn't cross
Oh, yeah,
roads.
that's true. And basically, you don't stay a chicken the whole time. Like, I'm now a frog.
Ooh.
As you go further along, you unlock different characters. Like, there's like a whole spectrum of different characters you can
No
do.
way.
All sorts of like, even like people, like doctors and hippies and stuff. It's really, really cool. It's really simple. It's all kind of, it's like large pixel art. It's not quite
Right.
pixels,
Right.
but it's all kind of made of squares. Quite like Micro Pig. What was it?
Oh, Micro Panda.
Micro Panda.
Yeah.
Not Micro Pig.
I
Micro
watched
Pig.
the video and I saw the game footage and it was so funny.
It's just kind of yeah. It's kind of like the same kind of art style as Micro Panda,
Yeah.
but
Right.
it's
Blocky, kind of.
If you want to compare it to a game, it's like
squares.
yeah,
Squarey blocky
it's
things.
squarey blocky
Yeah.
things. See, I like
Basically the same
my
thing.
blocks this week,
Yeah.
but it's very much like Frogger. If you
Yeah.
know
Oh, yeah, I was
Like
gonna mention
Who
that,
hasn't
yeah.
played Frogger?
Frog is the best game ever.
It's
I love
probably
Frogger.
actually one of my favourite games ever. I genuinely
Really?
really love Frogger. Yeah.
Have to do a
It's
jabber about that.
Yeah, that would be good actually, yeah.
Just get angry at Frog.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Genuinely, no. It's
Damn frog!
ridiculous. Yeah.
but yeah. So
But yeah, anyway,
Just casual.
on with Crossy Road.
so talking about murdering frogs, let's carry on with murdering frogs in Crossy Road.
Right.
But yeah, it's just literally you just keep on swiping to cross the road and you can go left or right, but sometimes it gets really, really like what's the word I'm looking for? Like scary.
Yeah.
Scary?
You go out into the road and you see a car coming, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. And then you jump forward and then you go into another car.
Oh,
And it's
yeah.
like, oh, I avoided that one, but I go into that one. So, and like some of them, all the cars have different like characters, if that makes sense. Like, some of them are blaring music, some of them are whoosh, some of them are like going really slow. You can tell the kind of people who are driving.
Dynamic world.
Yeah, you can
Not
just.
quite as big as GTA, but
Dynamic world. Just prostitutes getting out of cars, you know, getting beaten up in the corner while you're just trying to cross the road.
And there's a giant chicken
just
trying to
a
cross the
Can't
road. Leave me alone.
what do we talk about in this show?
I don't know, but we really need to start developing our own games. Some of the things we
I
come
know
up
some of
with.
the things to think of.
Or at
it's
least, you know,
amazing.
like DLC for other people's games. You
But
can
yeah,
take
so
them, have them.
this is another free game, and I actually haven't seen the adverts in it.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
really?
It's a good thing.
Cool.
Adverts are always no good.
Android. The other one.
I believe it's on both
Apple?
Android and iOS.
Okay.
iOS is the word you're looking for.
iOS, that's the one. Apple.
Apple.
Is it
Does
on
product
Apple?
placement's a thing. Okay.
yeah.
What's it called
So
again?
it's
I
Crossy
always
Road.
forget. I always
Crossy,
forget these-
Crossy Road, no,
Crossy Road.
because we came up with the alternative name. That's why. So it's yeah.
Yeah.
Philosophy.
It's not Little Chicken or Big Chicken. It's Crossy Road.
Little small dog.
Little, that's it. Small dog.
Little
Yeah.
small dog chicken
Yeah.
wings.
Chicken wings. Yeah.
Chicken wings. Oh, I want some now.
Okay. That was
Crossy
Crossy Road. Thank you, Margarita. Okay, Daniel, what's your second game today?
My second game is called Psych.
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 Yep.
Hold my
Psych.
finger.
Psych. So that was 2 in 1 there because That was a pull my finger and I'm going to fart, but then, no, not really.
No.
You know?
Psych.
Yeah. I think
Double
I'm not sure who that's
psych.
worse on. Yeah. Double psych. I actually farted anyway.
Now it smells.
Yeah.
I'm out.
You're lucky it's not smell-o-vision. Anyway.
It didn't
Psych.
actually fart, by the way.
Yeah, clear that up.
Anyway. Psych.
Psych. So Psych, short for psychedelic.
Okay.
So this is going to be an interesting one off the bat.
Off the
Yep. So Psych is another quite simple one, actually. It's you start off in the middle of a circle. Yeah, it's a little arrow. And then there's lots of other concentric circles around you.
Okay.
And your goal is basically to stay away from the middle. So
Right.
you get like a certain
So you
amount
start
of
off in the
seconds.
middle.
Yeah, you start off in the middle and
Okay.
you get like a certain amount of seconds. Because the goal of the game is basically don't touch the black bits.
Okay.
Um,
That sounded so much like a euphemism. That was so wrong.
and it's the second game it's appeared in for me today, so I'm wondering what my brain was thinking while I was writing these
Yeah.
notes up. But
I'm not going to ask.
yeah,
I'll say
don't.
anything.
Let's just move on. So Psych, don't touch the black bits. So you'll get the circles go around, you tap the screen and your arrow will move into the next circle, but sometimes there'll be gaps in the line. So you have to
okay.
kind of wait until it comes
Right,
around.
yeah.
But as that's happening, the circles are ever shrinking in
Oh.
towards the middle.
Oh.
Ooh,
So it's
that's
not just a simple
scary.
get outside and don't screw it up. Yeah.
That'd make me panic
Yeah,
so
it
much.
can get really panicky, especially because when you first play it, you might not necessarily realise that. So you're just kind of trundling along and do. What? I lost! Oh, God! Yeah.
Look away for a second.
Yeah, and suddenly it's, everywhere.
Game over.
Yeah. But that's not where the challenge ends. It
Oh.
gets a bit more complex after that. So as you get more points, because it's kind of similar to your first game in that it's how many kind of rings you get.
Okay.
Across. So, one ring,
Oh, yeah,
1
it's
point per
similar.
Yeah,
ring.
a little bit, yeah.
But then it starts to add some stuff to it later. So they start out as white, all the circles, but then the colours start to change and it gets a bit kind of weird and trippy.
Right.
Does it ever go like a dark grey just to really piss you off?
I haven't experienced it yet. It does get quite
What,
close
because
to
all
grey.
the
near
circles
start,
are grey?
actually.
Because all the circles are grey and like
Yeah, and then you
obviously
can't
have to
see
avoid
the
the black
background,
bit.
yeah.
So it's like,
No,
where do I
think
go?
it's quite near the start. There is a point where it goes a bit grey, but the colours are random as well,
Ah,
I think. So
okay.
it changes each time, so you never know what you're going to get.
That's not so bad.
So yeah, it kind of changes.
Well, you won't know that till you play it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's probably awful, but
But then weird things start happening to the level where it takes on a kind of spherical shape. So then you can't see as far because you kind of have to see around the sphere to be able to do it. And then bits of the level start kind of wobbling and getting a bit trippy and weird and kaleidoscopy and earthquakey.
Kaleidoscopy.
Yeah, that kind of psychedelic 60s hippie-ish
Oh, right.
kind of.
Psych.
Oh,
Yeah, just all like,
wow.
whoa, man. It gets really weird and trippy, and it's very distracting
play
when you're
this
trying to
game
play
now.
a game. Yeah, it is, but you have to get fairly far. Well, not fairly far, it depends how good you are, I suppose. I think I'm up
Yeah.
to about 25 or 26.
How many levels do you know? Do you know?
I have no idea if it
I can
ends.
imagine it's never ending.
I would assume
You
it's
just
kind
go-
of endless until it gets too difficult. I'm sure
Oh,
there's a
then-
point at which.
When you say levels, do you mean each ring is a?
Each ring counts as a point, and then there are stages as well. So when you get to a certain point value, it'll take you up to the next stage.
Oh, so
it's
which
like
is
waves
adding,
kind of
like, a
thing.
new effect. Yeah, so it's kind of like
Ah.
waves
Okay.
like that. But yeah, the point value is not based on. It is based on how far you get. The stages are just there to sort of break it up a bit, I suppose. It's another kind of minimalist like design as well because it's just circles and arrows. That's about
Yeah.
it. And yeah, just trippy colours. And,
Addictive.
yeah, very addictive. Yeah.
Sounds like something I'd be
I
addicted
downloaded
to
it
be
on a
honest.
friend's iPad, and he's just been obsessed with it ever since. Because it was fairly new, so the only games he had were a few kind of like standard ones, and then he had ones that you kind of really have to concentrate on and like play for a long time, like Clash of Clans and all
yeah.
that sort of stuff. And I was like, you need a game that you can just kind of sit down for like 5 minutes and be like, get really annoyed, and then throw your iPad across the room. Like, you just need one
And
of
then pick
those.
it up again and go, I'm calm.
Yeah,
I'll play
yeah.
again.
And then
I will get past. I'll get
Yeah.
past the trippy bit.
Just frisbee out your window.
yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Oh,
I
God
can't
damn.
emotionless.
It's been a strangely sexual
Yeah.
episode, eh?
Slightly uncomfortable.
Android, iOS.
Android and iOS. This one's free,
Okay.
not paid, but there are a couple of ads. But originally the ads were a lot more intrusive, but it's actually since been updated to remove a lot of that.
That's
so
good.
Complaints.
Yeah, I think probably
Yeah.
basically. There used to be these 15-second ads in it that you couldn't skip.
Oh.
Yeah, but
Oh,
they've
they're the
completely
worst.
removed those
Well,
now.
for a
they're
simple
not there
game like
anymore.
that,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
like a 15-second ad, and
Imagine that in the middle of where you get really far and everything's wobbling.
Exactly.
And
Oh,
shit.
yeah. No, I don't
Oh,
think
yeah.
it's in the middle of it. I think it's after the
Oh,
levels.
okay.
Yes, because that's where the
But
ads
still,
normally appear. It's
that's so
after the
annoying.
level. But now they're kind of like mostly static ads, and you can just click the cross in the corners to get rid of them. So,
That's
so if
alright
you
then.
really don't want to see them, you don't have to.
Cool.
Which is
So
nice.
Psych.
Psych.
Psych. Thank you, Dan. Thank you for watching this week's episode of Go Download It. If you missed the last video, you can catch it there.
Don't forget to like us on Facebook.
And follow us on Twitter.
And don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.